That's right. We're getting into it right now. Hello, my Staches, I'm Redstache, and welcome back to
Redstache Reviews!
So yeah, Mario Kart.
Yes, everyone knows Mario, and everyone knows Mario Kart. It's such a recognizable series even to this day, all thanks to good old Nintendo. Spanning the series from 1992 on the Super Nintendo to this present day on the Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I'm so surprised on how much this game series has changed from graphic capabilities to handling physics to the new and old item choices to the new and old characters we all know and sometimes love.
I hate you, bingo bitch! But out of all of these things, I love it because of its promise of entertainment. I mean, literally. The Super Nintendo literally has the word entertainment in its name. Super Nintendo Entertainment System. SNES. So I decided for this review, I wanted to go back to the past. So, why not review the very first Mario Kart game? Super Mario Kart. You know how this goes, so for this episode of
Redstache Reviews!
I'm gonna be reviewing Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, I got this Super Nintendo from Europe, because the one in North America looks terrible. I mean, just look at it. It doesn't even look like a Super Nintendo, it looks like a stupid Nintendo. I mean, look at this. This looks super. This looks like an actual Super Nintendo. I'm not sure what to say about that one. It looks sad. But since this system is from Europe and it has a PAL region instead of NTSC, it looks like I'm gonna have to adapt it. Region locking sucks! Oh right, where am I gonna put it? Oh. The Sega Saturn. Yep. Might review this one day. Who knows? Alright. So let's put this in. Oh yeah. These type of plugs. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to find an adapter.
Okay, I got it.
Thank God for useful technology. Huh. There's like a lock on here. What does this do? Oh, there's one on the other side. Looks like we're using this. Alright. Let's get under here. Right. And, well, it has the same video audio component output. So, just put it from my crappy Super Nintendo. Why? Hold on. Why did we get this? Why did we get this version instead of this awesome version? Seriously. This is a piece of crap. Seriously, just who decided to let us have it? I mean, it's not fair. One from North America is a piece of crap.
You tell him.
What the? Did you just talk?
Yes, I did. I have seen what the North American system looks like and it's bloody disgusting.
You're bloody disgusting.
What?
I was made this way for some reason.
Probably because Nintendo hates America and wanted them to get the bad design.
Or maybe they didn't want people to get confused with the design of the Super Famicom, which is the design you have.
Super Famicom is the best, you bloke.
Okay, tell me something here. Do all of my systems talk?
We prefer not to talk since in this instance, you got surprised when the British Super Nintendo talked. And now here we are talking. Our secret is now out.
It's not a secret anymore. Ha 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 ha.
Okay,
ha,
look.
ha, 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 ha,
Can
ha.
we just stop doing this so we can just proceed with the review? Okay, you know what? How about this? Let's just get you set up so we can just start this review. And, can you at least just be like a normal system and not talk? Alright? Can you do that?
Anything for you human. The American Super Nintendo can suck my—
And let's proceed with the review.
Alright, the very first Mario Kart game. Let's go and play the— Oh my my god, what is up with this title screen? I know it's the first Mario Kart game and all of that, but why does it look so old?
I'm a 27-year-old video game console. You're too young to understand our generation when it comes to graphics.
Actually, Super Nintendo, you're wrong. I've actually played older games since I was a child, and I find a nostalgia factor in them. It doesn't mean that I find anything wrong with the game, it's just that I just see age in it, that's all. I mean, I know I may be a teenager who just yells at a camera
and fails at getting subscribers.
Maybe that's why I hate the North American Super Nintendo that much.
I agree with you, Redstache. That was just rude. Super Nintendo.
But it's true, he does fail at getting subscribers.
Alright, let's just stop it before this review turns into a film.
It's called a movie.
And it's also a film.
No, movie.
Film.
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 Shut up!
Anyway, when starting the game, we are asked to select if it is a single-player game or a multiplayer game. Oh. Hold on, let me ask my twin.
Hey Twin Stache, wanna play? No! I figured.
Well, what a jerk.
I know, right? He always does that.
He's always so mean to
He
him.
kinda reminds me of my dad.
Wait, what?
Well, Twin Stache doesn't want to play, which is predictable. Anyway, for this review, I'm going to do a Grand Prix race.
Oh, don't you mean Grand Prix?
What the? Behind Nintendo 64?
Hi there, Redstache.
Yeah, the X in Prix is actually silent. And I know some people who actually pronounce the X. That's just sad.
I guess I'm one of them then.
Ha ha ha, you silly twit.
My non-existent feelings are hurt.
Now it's time to select a character. And of course, it's gonna be Luigi. So let's start the race. Alright, here's the Mushroom Cup. Here's Mario Circuit 1.
Oh boy.
Here we go! So here are the controls. The B button accelerates the kart, the left and right D-pad arrows steer the kart, the top buttons allow your kart to do a mini jump and drift, the Y button is the brake, the X button changes your view on the bottom of the screen, and the A button is for using items. Now, I find the controls a bit strange, because if I want to use an item, I have to keep my thumb on the acceleration button and either tilt my thumb to the item button, or just use my index finger. Now, as for in-game graphics,
Ha ha ha, you silly twit.
the game uses a feature on the Super Nintendo called Mode 7, which is a graphics mode that allows a background layer to be rotated and scaled while creating many different effects. And it's even used in many other Super Nintendo games such as F-Zero, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, A Link to the Past, Pilot Wings, and many other recognized Super Nintendo games. However, it is aged at times considering the walls and obstacles look flat and look as if you could easily drive over it, but I bet it looked great back in 1992.
I'll say, comparing Super Mario Kart to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Kart looks like rubbish.
Shut up, Switch. I'm an older system and my generation of games is not as high quality as yours.
Is this just now turning into an RTTTA video?
Anyway, the only things that are different about this installment is that there are 5 laps, which if you remember, in the rest of the Mario Kart games, there were 3. And there are also 5 tracks for each cup instead of 4 like we were used to. Another thing that's different is that there are lives in this game. Every time you place 5th or below, this happens.
Where is he going?
He's going to scream at Nintendo even though it's not even there.
He screams at Nintendo like it's his next door neighbor.
Now that reminds me of my mum.
What were you thinking, Nintendo? Seriously, what were they thinking?
And you know what the worst part about it is? This continued in Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Super Circuit, until it stopped in Double Dash. However, the rest of the Mario Kart games didn't use lives. This is because they were used as continues in this game. Anyway, one thing that was added in this game, Super Circuit, Mario Kart 7, and Mario Kart 8, was the coins. However, in this version, they are used to get extra lives.
And I could see where they were going when they were trying to stick with the original game. I like that. It just seems weird to include it in a Mario Kart game.
At least they wanted it to be like Super Mario Brothers.
The game still looks like rubbish.
I am going to destroy you if you don't shut up, Switch.
Whoa, 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 okay, listen. Nobody is destroying anything, alright? And plus, I've worked very hard to get this game room cleaned up, and I don't want any debris on the floor. So just calm down. Okay?
I hate you, Switch.
I hate you too. What about me?
I hate you too.
What about me?
You haven't talked, so you're okay.
Yay, I'm okay.
Don't tell me I am too.
You are.
My non-existent feelings are hurt.
Anyway, the game just feels a tad too aged. For example, the drifting. If you drift for too long, your car will spin out of control.
Are you serious? Who in the name of Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario himself, decided to do this?
Never have I ever seen this in any Mario Kart game. Look at Mario Kart 64. I'm not spinning, am I? No. What about Super Circuit? Nope. Double Dash? I don't think so. Mario Kart DS? Nuh-uh. Mario Kart Wii? Mario Kart 7 on your bike? Mario Kart 8? Negatory. Just this game.
Why this game? I get it, it's the first Mario Kart game. But who decided to make the kart spin out of control? It's like there was an invisible banana peel on the track and you just ran over it while drifting. Maybe that's what happened.
And as for the walls and obstacles, they look flat, and they look easy to walk over.
I did it! This is Super Mario Kart and it's extremely aged.
Wow, I'm surprised that this kid has the budget for an actual green screen.
Tell me about it. You don't ever mess with a person who knows how to use a green screen.
Yeah, you tell him, Super Nintendo. You know what? You actually may be great replacing my North American Super Nintendo.
Wait, am I getting replaced?
That's what he said.
No, how dare you make such a narcissistic decision, Redstache? You do realize that I'm a system that doesn't need an adapter to power on.
Well, I just don't like your design.
Then why blame me and not Nintendo?
Listen, Super Nintendo. He made the decision to replace you because he owns all of us and is free to do what he wants to do with us.
No, I am not accepting that. Redstache, prepare for the consequence of your decision.
Ah! What the freak? How are you moving?
If you want to replace me, go ahead and put me in the box.
Well, thanks for actually wanting to be replaced.
That's what you deserve for me getting replaced.
Super Nintendo, stop it. It's your time to go and there is nothing you can do. You have to accept that he is going to replace you with me and no. What are you doing there? Don't unplug me or I will come here.
I don't want to leave this game room because if I do, I have lost my job to entertain as a video gaming system. What would happen if he replaced the NES? Or maybe the Wii or Wii U? We were made to entertain him and we are going to do that without any replacing or conflict in between us. Let me go. I command you to let me go. If you don't let me go, I will keep shocking you. I will not be put in that box. You are not going to replace me. Stop it. Stop it right now, you bloody narcissist. No, don't close the lid. I don't want to be replaced.
Say goodbye,
by that
Super
horrible
Nintendo.
system.
In conclusion, Super Mario Kart may be aged, but it certainly is a lot of fun to play. So, I guess it's time to rate it.
Did you not see the American Super Nintendo unlike the British Super Nintendo?
Oh yeah, hold on, let me fix that. There you go, buddy.
I'm going to destroy that devilish system until there is debris all over the floor.
No, I've got it handled. You do not need to do anything. I will do it, alright? I'll take care of everything. Just, I don't want you doing that.
What? Are you putting him up in the loft?
No, worse. The garage.
The garage? I'm pretty sure that's just an ordinary room in your house.
There's no room in my attic.
Oh.
Why do you pronounce it garage?
Okay, other than playing games, is it your goal in life to just correct people on how they talk? It's very rude, so stop it.
My non-existent feelings are hurt.
Don't say that, alright? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm putting the Super Nintendo in the garage. time to say goodbye, Super Nintendo. Now, where am I gonna put you? I'll be sick with the spiders. Hopefully they'll crawl all over your insides. Alright, so as promised, I'm going to rate the game. So, on this season finale of
Redstache Reviews!
Nintendo Super Mario Kart deserves a grade of 8 out of 10, 80% C+. This game is aged, but it's the first Mario Kart. I mean, it's the first Mario Kart. You have to give it a good grade because, you know, it started an enormous series that everyone, pretty much myself, pretty much everyone else, loves. It's such a great series. And if you still have a Super Nintendo that doesn't look like the North American Super Nintendo, even if you have a PAL Super Nintendo, just order one on eBay or somewhere. Play it on a Super Nintendo that looks actually great. And grab a copy of Super Mario Kart because this game is awesome. So, it's the season finale! So let's go ahead and look back at what we did in Season 1. With a more fancier setting. So, the season finale Redstache Reviews. Let's look at the games that I reviewed. Starting with 1-2 Switch for the Nintendo Switch. Great game, received a 9 out of 10 rating. It was a two-parter episode, which if you clock those two episodes together, it would clock in at around 44 minutes. It was also the first episode to feature Twin Stache, who hates me, and it hurts my feelings. I'm fine. I'm fine. So it was a great game. Now let's move on to the next game. Wii Sports for the Nintendo Wii. Another great game. Received an 8 out of 10 rating. The reason why I gave it an 8 out of 10 was because of golf. The controls were broken and you could barely play it. However, the rest of the games were great and very rememberable. And that moves us on to the Pretendo Mini NES. Thankfully, I sold it, so I didn't need it. It received a 7 out of 10 rating. That's all I have to say. I mean, really, I have a Nintendo. Why have a mini one? I don't get it. That's fine. And that moves us on to the Nintendo Power Magazine series. Such an amazing series. I gave it a 10 out of 10 rating because, well, they gave you tricks on how to beat a certain game, give you comics, and it gives you joy. It was a great series. Until we move on to Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for the Wii U. Gave it a 3 out of 10 rating. It was so bad that I destroyed the disc outside. And where it washed up somewhere to this day. I still don't know why I have this game. Probably one of the worst games I've ever reviewed on this show. But not to worry. Because this episode you're watching right now, I reviewed Super Mario Kart, which I gave an 8 out of 10 rating. It was aged, but it was a good game. Because it spawned an amazing series. And that's awesome. So what did I think of this season? It was a great season. I had a lot of fun working on it. On all these episodes and making my systems talk. And basically improvising something with this, my vinyl, which I actually got myself. A band sonore je prolonge on vinyl format. That's pretty amazing. So I decided to get it and do that. Bought myself a record player as well, along with buying myself Metallica. Because why not? So, in conclusion, these games range from good to bad. So, Season 2 of Redstache Reviews should be coming soon. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and keep stashing. No, don't play that song! There'll be more Redstache Reviews coming soon, everyone. Keep stashing.